Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Ready na po ba yung next presenter natin?
Yes po.
Alright, kung ready na, you may present. Ay, before mag-start, sa Thursday wala po tayong meet. Meron kaming meeting from 1:30.
Kita na po.
Yes po.
Opo.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. Bago po namin simulan yung report namin, may konti po kaming pa-games. And ang makatama po is may 10 pesos sa GCash po. Sabi lang po kung sino po yung gustong sumagot. Thank you.
Esguera po.
Please.
Reyes po.
Rabelio. Kabalfin po.
Esguera po. Sige po, Esguera.
Si Moira de la Torre.
Pwede ka po ba mag-sample ng kanta niya?
Naku, wala po akong talent.
Kahit konti lang po, kahit isang line lang, ganun. Sige po. Si Moira po.
May 10 ba pag nag-sample?
Moira. Tama po si Moira. Yung next po ay Sa next po hanggang sa matapos po, pwede po ba kayong magbigay ng sample ng kanta ng singer na hinulaan nyo?
Sige po.
Next po,
Berongoy po.
Enes.
sige po, Berongoy.
Ann Curtis.
Mali
Torzar.
po.
Shenes
Salazar.
po.
Morissette.
Morissette. Kanta niya po.
Ayoko.
Sige lang po, huwag ka pumaya. Sige na, may 10 pesos din to me.
Baka pumiyok ako, B.
Okay lang yan, 5 pesos lang po pag walang sample.
Wait lang.
Alam may bawas.
Ay, bakit? Ano bang kanta niya? Hindi ko alam talaga yung mga kanta niya na eh. Okay, ito na.
Sige po.
Gusto ko nang bumitaw, ngunit ayaw pa ng puso. Gusto ko nang bumitaw. Yun lang.
Ay, te. Si Morissette nga ba ite? Tama po. Next po.
Carabeo.
Carabeo po.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Talent po. Kanta po. Ano po yung kanta niya? Example niya.
Ano ba yun? Love can hurt sometimes. Yun lang.
Thank
Oh,
you. Ed Sheeran nga po ba to? Ba't tayo? Tama po. Oops.
Carabeo.
Next po.
Shenes.
Carabeo. Cabriz.
Sheles po.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Ano pong kanta niyang alam niyo? Shenes.
Hawak kamay.
Wait lang, ano bang kanta niyan?
Misa yung 5 pesos.
Pwede ba sa
Go,
akin na
Misa.
lang?
Ano, wait lang.
Sige, go. Wala po.
Wait lang, nakalimutan ko.
O sige, 5 pesos ka lang. Next po. Si Taylor Swift. Tumpak. Next po.
Carabeo. Carabeo.
Shenes.
Mickey
Shenes.
Reyes.
Shenes.
Arhel po.
Reyes.
Sarah G. Sige po, ano pong kanta niyang alam niyo po? Sample po. Ganda ng boses mo, T. Thank you. Si Sarah G nga po ba? Tama po. Next po.
Shenes.
Kabalpin.
Kabalfin po.
Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth. Sample po. Wala po. Sige po, next po tayo. Charlie po. Next po,
Reyes.
Carabeo.
sige po, Reyes.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Ano pong song ang alam mo? Song niya po. Wala, me.
One time. One time.
Pwede po bang pasample?
No.
Lu.
She makes me happy. I know where I'll be right by your side. Cause okay na yung
Thank you. Last one po. Ayaw.
Shenes.
Kabalpin
Carabeo. Carabeo. Carabeo.
Kabalpin na po.
Shenes.
Danyo.
Last one na po.
Obias.
Ako na to. Kabalpin.
Mota.
San Juan daw, San Juan.
Mota
Sino
daw.
po? Mota po.
Mota.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Pasample po ng Ariana. Ano? Wait na. Like you say, we gave it a try. I like to blame it on life. Maybe the worst. Ano daw? Nagtatawa na nila ako. Okay na yun. Ayoko na.
Thank you. Ariana Grande. Correct po. So, dun po nagtatapos ang ating pag-games. Proceed na po tayo sa aming report. Thank you po sa mga sumali. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Our topic for today is musical content on rhythm and tempo. Rhythm and tempo are two elements of music that are very closely related to each other. That is why we will review them side by side. If you look at the Department of Education or DepEd music curriculum, rhythm is taught in the first quarter of the school year, while tempo is taught in the fourth quarter. So, rhythm. Rhythm is music's pattern in time. Whatever other elements a given piece of music may have. Example, patterns in pitch or timbre. Rhythm is the one indispensable element of all music. Rhythm can exist without melody, as in the drum beats of so-called primitive music. But melody cannot exist without rhythm. So, it is the aspect that covers the flow and movement of a music as already defined. So, yung rhythm ito ay element ng music na tumutukoy sa pagkakaayos at pagkakasunod ng mga tunog. Ang mga tunog ay may iba't ibang sukat like mahaba, maiksi, o katamtamang kalamang. Example of rhythm is the rising and falling of someone's voice. An example of rhythm is someone dancing in time music. Example po ng rhythm. Rinig po. Opo, rinig po. Thank you.
I'm going to show you a rhythm like this one. After the countdown, say and play the rhythm. Then I'll say like the same rhythm. If my rhythm matches yours, you ready correctly? We'll start it off with slow time. Ready? 4, 3, you and me. Get the idea? This time I won't interrupt you. Be ready to match rhythm as soon as the last one. Don't fall on fast out of the audio, please leave master this one. Good luck. 4, 3, you and me.
So, I will yung exam ng rhythm. And now let's talk about meter. Meter is a repeating pattern of strong and weak beats. Meter can be categorized between simple and compound. Meter is an underlying structure of a musical beat. It refers to the count of the song, or how many individual beats you would count out if you were tapping your foot to the beat. Most commonly, the meter will be a 4 count, meaning it has a pattern in which you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. However, many other songs have a 3 count or 2 count meter. More rarely, you may find songs with a 5 count, 7 count, or all kinds of other numbers. These meters can be very difficult to follow if you are not trained in music. Yung meter, yun yung basehan kung ilang number of beat ang nasa loob ng isang measure. Simple meter. It is the type of meter wherein each bit is measure of music can be naturally divided into 2 equal parts. For example, in the time signature 3/4, each measure contains 3/4 note bits and each those bits into 2/8 notes. And the compound meter is the type of meter wherein each bit in a measure of music can be naturally divided into 3 equal parts. Common example of this are the time signatures 6/8, 9/8, and 12/8. The common types of meter used as duple, triple, and quadruple meter. So the duple meter is the type of meter where beats are grouped into twos. The best example of this is a march, reflecting the movement of our 2 feet. Example of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or left, right, left, right, left, right. So, yung duple is, ito yung by 2. Ibig sabihin, dalawang beat lang na nasa isang measure. Then, triple meter is the type of meter where beats are grouped in threes. An example of song that uses this meter is Bahay Kubo. Like, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yun yung by threes po siya na, which means is tatlong beat ang nasa isang measure. Quadruple meter is the type of meter consisting of 4 beats. An example is the Christmas song Hark the Herald Angels Sing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means apat na beat ang nilalaman ng isang measure. Downbeats and upbeats. A downbeat is the first beat in a bar or measure of music and usually has the strongest accent, while the upbeat is the last beat in a previous bar or measure of music that immediately follows a downbeat. In the quadruple meter example above, the first beat is the downbeat, while the fourth beat is the upbeat.
Next, we have ostinato. Next ate. Ostinato is a short, consistently repeated pattern found all throughout a piece of music or in one of its sections. It may be melodic or rhythmic in nature. In a melodic ostinato, sometimes the pattern and pitch is slightly changed for vacation. So yung sa ostinato po is you can only use body movements to accompany song. Ang keyword lang po ng ostinato is repeated lang yung pattern niya sa whole song. Next ako at. So I have here the example of ostinato using body movements. So as you can see po sa example, same lang po siya ng beats or ng pattern. Yung keyword lang po talaga niya is paulit-ulit lang po siya ng beat. So next we have different note and their time values. Next po. Notes are symbols that depict how high or low a musical pitch is and also its duration. Next ako. First we have whole note to be played or sounded for 4 beats. Next. Half note to be played or sounded for 2 beats. Next ako. Next, we have quarter note, to be played or sounded for one beat. And next, eighth note, to be played or sounded for one half of a beat. Next, and lastly, we have sixteenth note, to be played or sounded for one fourth of a beat. So next, we have an example of those beats.
Music notes. The whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note, and 16th note. The whole note. The whole note is made up of a single note head. The whole note equals 4 beats. Listen the first time, and then you hum or sing along. Your turn. One more time. The half note. The half note has a note head and a stem. The half note gets 2 beats. Again, listen, and then you join in. Your turn. The quarter note. The quarter note has a shaded in note head and a stem. Each quarter note gets 1 beat. Since we have 4 beats, we'll use 4 quarter notes. The eighth note. The eighth note has a shaded in note head, a stem, and a flag. Eighth notes can be written individually with a flag or connected with a beam. The eighth note equals half of a beat. You try it. Last time. The 16th note has a shaded in note head, stem, and 2 flags. The flags are how we tell the 16th note from the 8th note. 16th notes can be written individually with 2 flags or connected with 2 beams. The 16th note equals a quarter of a beat. Now let's review. The whole note gets 4 beats. The half note gets 2 beats. The quarter note gets 1 beat. The eighth note gets a half beat. And the 16th note gets a quarter beat. Good job. Music notes. The whole note, half note.
So those are the example of their beats. So now let's go to the note values equivalency chart. So yung figure po is yung whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note, sixteenth note, 32nd note, 64 note. And yung duration naman nila is yung whole note is 4, yung half note is 2, quarter note is 1, and yung eighth note is 1 half. So yung 16th note naman po is 1/4. Ayan lang po.
Mariela.
Hello po. So next po, rest are symbols that depict silence or the absence of sounds. First is full rest. Full rest has no sound for 4 beats. Next po. While half rest has no sound for 2 beats. Next. Quarter rest has no sound for 1 beat. Eighth rest has no sound for 1/2 of a beat. 16th rest has no sound for 1/4 of a beat. Time signature. Time signature. It is a sign placed at the beginning of a musical composition to indicate its meter. It is made up of 2 numerals. A common mistake is to consider these 2 numerals as a fraction, for it is not. The upper number indicates how many beats or counts there are in one measure, while the lower number tells what kind of note, full, quarter, half, eighth, etc. receives one beat. Next po ate. For example, let us take a look at the time signature 3/4. What it means is that there are 3 beats in one measure, while the bottom number 4 denotes that the kind of note that receives one beat is the quarter note. Look at the following examples. A. In the example letter A, and the first measure is a half note and the other note is a quarter note. Tama ba ako? So, if you remember the past report earlier by De Los Reyes, half note is to be played for 2 beats and quart, quarter note is to be played for 1 beat. So, 2 beats plus 1 beat is equals to 3 beats. Next measure is again it is a half note and a quarter note. Also, the third measure is a half note and a quarter note. And the fourth measure is 3 quarter note, which has a beat of 1 beat, and there is 3 quarter notes, so there are 3 beats. So if you would take a look at each measure, there are 3 beats. Get I understood ba? No? Hello?
Yes po.
Okay. Next is letter B. In letter B, there is a quarter note, a quarter rest, oh, naririnig na po ba ako? Sorry. So in both examples, we can see that each measure contains exactly 3 counts or beats. Now, let us take a look at a different time signature, this time 6/8, a compound double meter. In this time signature, what it means is that there are two primary beats, each divided into 3/8 notes, which give us a total of 6/8 notes. Next po. In the macro level, we can see that there are two beats which can be represented by a quarter note. So if you can see in the figure or in the picture, there are 6 quarter notes. Yeah. In the first measure, there are 6 quarter notes. And in the second measure, there are two dotted quarter notes. And dotted quarter note and 6/8 time signature contains all of the 8 notes of 1-3 beat groupings, meaning a dotted quarter note has a value of 3. So if you would let us take a look at the example. At the first measure, there are 6 quarter notes. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also in the second measure, there is a 2 dotted quarter note which has a value of 3. In return, there are 6 bits also. Next po ate. In the micro level, we can also say that this may be subdivided into 6 smaller bits. Uh, Also, in the example, we can see that there are 6 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they are divided into 2 equal parts which has a 3 bits of quarter note. Next slide ate. The 8 notes are grouped together by a horizontal bar above them called a beam. In here, beats 1 and 4 in the micro level are the strong beats, while the others are weak beats. Hence, subdividing into 8 notes, the emphasis is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there ends my report po.
Hello po.
Ayan. Ayan. Rinig po ba ako?
Opo.
Ayan. Ang report ko po is about tempo. Bago po tayo pumasok sa sa meaning ng tempo, sino po nakakaalam or makakapagsabi na para sa ano yung tempo sa music? Yes, Dondi, Ray Dondi.
Ah, yung tempo sa music is ito yung yung tempo yung kung ano yung bilis o bagal ng isang kanta. Then yung mabagal na tono ng kanta, karaniwan natin siyang maririnig sa mga malungkot na kanta, ganyan. Then yung mabibilis naman, karaniwan ito yung masaya, minsan rock, ganyan. So yung tempo, ano siya, ito yung bagal at bilis ng kanta.
Ayan, tama po siya. So ang tempo po isa sa yung ibig sabihin po ng tempo po is yung pagbilis at pagbagal po. For example po, kapag nakakarinig po tayo ng mabagal na song, yung mga ganito po. Yung mga ganun po, ano pong alam ninyo na pwedeng ipasok na song po doon? Kapag mabagal po yung song.
Mga classical music.
Gaya po nun, kapag mabagal po, ang nasa isip po natin yun yung mga love song, yung mga ganun po. Kapag fast song naman po, pag ganun, yun naman po yun yung mga lively o yung mga nakakabuhay na kanta po. Ayan. So next po. Ayan. Basically, it is how fast or slow a piece of music is performed. The word tempo means time in Italian. Here are some tempo makers. So ibig sabihin po yung tempo daw po is ito yung time. May mga wait lang po. Sabi din po na kapag yung tempo, kapag wala ka sa isang music po, kapag nakapasok ka pa sa isang music, kapag nawala ka sa pag wala ka sa tempo o sa bilang, mawawala yung singer mo. Magiging sintonado po yun. Pag singer ka naman, tas nauna ka po sa bilang ng mga musician, magkakagulo po kayo. Parang yung musician mag-a-adjust na lang din po sa inyo. So, yun. Next po. Ayan, sabi dito, tempo. Ayan, sa Italian po, ang tawag sa largo, broad, and dignified verse slow. So, meron po dati po kasi wala po tayong mga digital na ginagamit pagdating sa sa mga beat. Ayan po. Ngayon po meron na po tayong nada-download sa cellphone kagaya po ng metronome. Ginagamit po siya ng mga musician po ngayon kapag gagawa ka ng isang kanta, mga ganun po. For example po, ito po yung example ng largo po. Ano po kung naririnig niyo po, ganito po yung beat ng largo. Wait lang po. Ganyan po siya kabagal. Naririnig po ba?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Ayan po. Yung next naman po, yung yes sir. Yung next po yung larghetto, a little less slow than largo. Ito naman po siya, ganito siya kabagal po. Yung next naman po, yung and then yung slow and relax. Ito po. Ganito naman po siya. Ayan. Yung andante naman po, ito naman yung parang sinasabi pong parang naglalakad lang po tayo. Andante. Ganyan lang po siya kabilis.
Next po, yung andantino. Ito po. Yung mas mabilis po ng ng konti sa andante. Ayan. Ayan, next po dito yung moderato o moderate. Nga pala guys, naririnig niyo po yung pagkakaiba po ng ng beat po ng isang
Yes po.
Okay po. Ito po yung next na Ito yung moderate na po. Yung mga pwede po natin ipasok din yung mga kantang happy, ganun po. Yung next po, ganito po siya kabilis. Yung allegro po, ito po siya, yung happy and quick. Ganito po siya kabilis. Then next po, yung vivace o vivante po. Lively, with life, and quickly. Ganito po siya kabilis. Yung presto po, very fast. Ito naman po siya. Yung next naman po, yung very, very fast. Ganito na po siya kabilis. Parang hanap pong nagra-rap niyan. Ganun po. So, next po. Naiintindihan po ba?
Yes po.
Yes.
Salamat po. Next po, ate. Ayan. Conducting gesture. So, next po. Conducting with a hands is important to ensure that performers sing or play together in time and denote what meter or time signature a piece of music. It is music is of look the following instruction for the different gesture with conducting different time signature. So ibig sabihin, ito naman po yung conducting gesture po is ito po yung nakakita na po ba kayo ng ng choir po, yung lead ng choir, yung nagahan ng paano ba? Yung pag yung sa choir po, sino yung nagda-drum and layer po dito? Yung leader po nila kapag yung kung paano magsasabay-sabay sila sa tugtog tsaka sa sa pagkanta. Ganun po yung ibig sabihin, ayun yun po yung conductor po yun. So, ayan, si Jose, halata po sa So, yun po yun yung parang leader po nila. Importante po yun kasi doon po natin malalaman kung yung doon po natin malalaman kung mag-start na ba yung kanta, kung titigil na ba, kung lalakas ba or hihina po yung kanta. Doon po lang, gamit lang po yung hand gesture natin. Yan. May ipapakita po akong video para mas maintindihan nyo po. Sige po ate.
First, do this position. Chest level. Okay? And your hand should look like you are holding a hamburger. Like this. Like this. Okay. Not too tiny and not too stiff. Okay? Just relax. Just relax. Like this. Then, move it down. So this is the correct way of conducting 4/4 time signature. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, in, out, up. Down, in, out, up. Leron, leron sinta, puko ng papaya, dala-dalay buslo, sisidla ng bunga. Pagdating sa dulo, nabali ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ng iba. This is the correct way of conducting 3-4 times signature. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Down, out, up. Down, out, up. Bahay kubo, kahit munti, ang halaman doon ay sari-sari. Singkamas at talong, sigarilyas at mani, sitaw, bataw, patani. So this is the correct way of conducting 2-4 times signature. Irupang hinirang. Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisihin, sa dagat at bundok, sa simuyan, sa langit mong baghaw. Nature. Nature.
So, yun lang po yung report ko. Again, ano po, dagdag lang po sa tempo. Yung sa tempo po, yun na lang po. Thank you po.
That's the end of our report, ma'am. Thank you po.
All right. Any questions po? Yeah. Ayan, yung mga sulat po. Questions po?
Wala po.
Clear naman ang lahat. Alam ko medyo mahirap tong lesson na to. Wala ba kayong tanong, clarifications? Baka meron kayong part na nalilito, naguguluhan? Okay, kung wala naman po, i-post ko na lang yung harness and challenge sa ating GCR. Any questions nga po pala sa sa mga assignments na pinupost sa GCR? Clear naman ba?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so
Ma'am, yung yung pangalawang reporter po, yung bagong assignment po, wala pa pong turn in.
ay, wala pa.
Opo, ma'am.
Sa first reporter lang po yun, ma'am.
Oh. Hindi pala ako nag-post sa inyo. Ay, oo nga, wala nga. Okay, sige. Third na to, no?
Yes po.
Ito na yung post. Okay. So, sa Thursday, hindi muna tayo mag-meet. Kasi yung start daw nung seminar something ay 1:30. So, baka officially mag-start talaga siya ng 2 o'clock. So, talagang hindi tayo makakapag-meet. Kaya, paki-accomplish na lang yung mga assignments na kailangan pa natin i-accomplish. And then, remind ko lang, kung bibilangin nyo yung mga araw, kung sino man yung matatapat ng... Anong date ba yun? November 29, tsaka December 1. Kasi wala naman tayong projector sa school o kung saang room man tayo maa-assign. So, kung pwede po, gumawa kayo ng inyong mga materials. Kahit isulat nyo lang sa cartolina o itar papel nyo kung may printer kayo. Pero kung wala kayong printer, okay lang na sa cartolina, wag nyo na lang isulat yung mga meaning-meaning, yung mga keywords na lang para lang masabi natin na meron pa rin kayong materials presented. So, bilangin nyo na lang kung kayo ba ang magre-report ng November 20, ang sabi ko? 29 and December 1. Kasi for sure, tayo ay may limited face-to-face niyan. Same time sa CUP mismo. And pala yung, ay hindi, wala pala akong pinapapasa sa inyo. So, yun lang. May questions pa po ba tayo?
Wala na po.
None po.
Alright. So, thank you sa ating mga presenters for today. Kung may questions man kayo, pa-PM na lang. And yung mga yung GCash nung mga nag-present, yung mga impromptu na kumanta kanina. Next week na lang yun. Anong araw ba yun? 15. Tuesday? Tama ba? Tuesday or Monday, basta kung anong araw siya tatapat. Okay, thank you again. 3, 2,
Ma'am, ikaw na po magpapa-Gcash.
Hindi, ikaw. Opo, sa Tuesday.
Ay, sige po. Thank you po.
Okay,
Ma'am,
thank
wala
you.
yung reporter. Eme.
Wala, hindi naman kumanta eh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sige po.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you on Tuesday.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye po. Thank you po, ma'am.